Today, I would like to introduce you to one of the most unexpected, polarizing characters in Blazblue history ever. It is Noel Vermillion. So we're moving on from BBCS 1 to BBCS 2. So he actually did not get to play this version for a very long time in the United States, maybe like 8 months at the most. But this was a very interesting patch because in the last patch, so I didn't cover all the top tiers. There's one character I did not cover, Valkenhayn, but Lychee, Bang, Talkaka, these were all like, outside of Bang, I would say Lychee and Talkaka were kind of technical characters that they just got really out of control. Where in BBCS 2, a lot of like the normal characters were very good. So top tiers are like Jin, Noel, Makoto is considered to be the best character in the game. Lychee still snuck in there at the end of the version. Noel in particular, while Makoto was the best, Noel was a character people really lost their minds over. Mostly because, one, her character design is extremely polarizing. She's kind of like a Moe Blob. I don't personally like this character design at all. I was always like, this character's kind of whack. But then there's also her drives. One big complaint about Blazblue when the game came out was that, it just has less buttons than Guilty Gear. So Guilty Gear has 5 buttons: punch, kick, slash, heavy slash, and dust. Where Blazblue has 4 buttons: A, B, C, D. Now D is a special button called drive. Everyone has like a special ability. So Ragna and Jin, that's like your Soul Kai, right? So Ragna heals himself a little bit when he does his drive attacks. Jin freezes you. Lychee, my character that we talked about before, she puts her staff down and she has various follow-ups she can do. Noel has, some people call it like Rekka's. A lot of people were like, she's like the gun stance character. She has an attack that she goes into her drive with, D button, and it has various follow-ups. The main thing is that these have all special properties and they go into each other. And this version, they kind of push this to the extreme. So, what happened to Noel in this version compared to CS1? Because in CS1, this character did not exist. I'm going to keep my bias out of it. She was just not a really good character. We used to just meme Noel, the top tiers, right? But in this version of the game, her frame data got massive buffs. So moves like 5B went from -5 to -2, significant, right? 5C, which is like a big poke with her gun, from -7 to -3. Her 2A became plus, it used to be minus. Her 2B used to be minus, now it's 0. Her 2C used to be +1, now it's +3. Everything is better frame data. Her damage on a lot of things just went up too. So like her 2D, 4D damage all went up. And her J4D, it's a follow-up that she has in the air, can go through you now. Then for some reason her damage is really high. So I want to say that the logic was like, well, these characters don't have like absolutely crazy win cons, like Lychees or Arakunes. So it's fine if they do a lot of damage to make up for them not having that. But it ended up being that their damage was just way higher than everyone else. So Noel really consistently hits highs in Blazblue. In modern Blazblue, high damage, I would say really high damage, like 4k. High damage, like 3.5k in a lot of situations. Where this version of Noel is hitting like 4.5 or like 5k pretty consistently. You'll see it in matches quite often. And then combined with the high damage and better frame data is the classic thing about her drives, which she has, her drives complement each other with the type of invul she has. So she has one that goes over lows, and she has one that anti-airs. Both are good starters and both lead into a ton of damage. So that means that you've probably heard me say this from Guilty Gear, she can win from defense. So like when you're rushing her down, you're really stressed because if she mashes and she's correct, you just die. So if you look at an entire match, this is, I believe, the last major for this game in the US. This is me versus SKD, Super Kawaii Desu. Maybe you've heard of him, maybe you haven't. So he's using Noel, I'm using my bae Lychee. The strategy here is really rough. He already got the 2D, so that's one of the big scary moves. So here, this move hops over lows. It has the potential to cross up as well. It's a really good starter too, so if you get hit by this, you take a ton of damage, which I did. So you're going to go into a fat combo. She has already surpassed CF damage. This combo is still not over, by the way. That's a fat 5k just because I got hit there into a knockdown. Lychee has average HP, so she has 11k in this version. So I am already one hit away from dying, basically, because next hit, if it's another good hit, Noel can catch out into Super. Super has minimum damage. I'm dead. Okay. Pressure's pretty good. I get kind of juked out. Spend the meter here. So another fatty combo. Another thing about this character is that she managed to keep a property that a lot of characters lost, so like Lychee lost. So in the last version, You would see Lychee do super extended combos because her JC knockdown and you could combo off it, and her 3C knockdown, you can combo off it. She had all these moves that knock down, but you can keep on comboing. But they took that away from a lot of characters, but Noel got to keep it. So that's where a lot of her extensions come from. Kind of just flinging around. The character is quite fast as well, so if you're not a fast character, it can be kind of hard to deal with. Thankfully, I get the knockdown. Just kind of peel off, a little scared. I put a lot of defense. It's a 2D again, and it went over. You might hear me talk on stream about like sloppy input. I'm always like, man, this guy's inputs are sloppy. Or sometimes I'm like, oh, my input was sloppy. Whoops. And honestly, it was this version of Blazblue that kind of put me on to cleaning up my inputs, because how many times have I gotten hit by that? How many times have I gotten hit by that? Like that. So the round's gonna end here because of this. I'm just like, sheesh. Like while I can't keep up with raw damage, I can get to the corner and just win the game. So that's going to be my massive goal here. Her combos are kind of funny this game. You just do BCB over and over. Jump B, C, jump B, over and over. So I'm trying to protect the space. Okay, peeling off again. DP. Thankfully I have a DP so I could challenge the gaps during her gun stance, her drive. Protecting the front. That was a little risky, but it's okay. Nice block. Somehow, this was a case of scramble boys. You see it in tournaments sometimes. So thankfully, there's no combo there. Lucky. So he protected himself. The 3C, low profile. There's the 4D. So that's the other major one. So the 4D has two properties that are really obnoxious to deal with. So one, it is invincible against jump-ins. It has a head attribute. Your body is split into different parts to summarize it. So instead of the Guilty Gear style of, oh, your upper body above your waist, it just says you are invincible to head attacks, meaning it doesn't matter how deep your jump in hits, she will be invincible. And two, it has fatal counter, which means combo will have more hits done. I think it does more damage too. I don't know why the drop happened, but we take those. Thank you very much, because I was really spooked. Lychee takes a round. Yay, go Lychee, go Lychee. Okay, so what happens in this round? The pull up. So she has this cross too, so this is a little bit of a knowledge check. This is one of those things, and maybe I'll talk about this in a different video. This was really good online. This game, I'm not gonna go too much into the online of this game, but it was delay-based netcode, but they had a buffer system that made it easier to play delay-based netcode. So I always thought the netcode was pretty good, and everyone was always like, oh, it just gets worse every version. We never knew why, really. But this was a move in particular that was really good online, and I was always like, especially because Lychee's like a mix-up character, and I tend to play mix-up characters of some sort. I wanted to make sure I didn't use stuff that I didn't think I could hit people with offline, where there's some people, like if you're playing for fun, then who cares, just do whatever you want. But there's some people who have like competitive aspirations. They do stuff that only works online. This is one of those things. Sorry, I had a countermeasure ready because so many Noel players would do it. I mean, the thought is they're just trying to hit you, right? And it's something they've done that has hit before, so they just do it, right? Anyway, I have the punish ready. Well, it looks like a reset that I did actually. Bonk. Big reset. I thought it was counter hit maybe, I guess. A nice long Lychee combo. B, C, B, 6C, B, B, C, following JC, that's what she said, haha, into mix. Okay, into mix, but I'm trolling looking at this before. Okay, I'm trying to keep my turn the best I can. Now it was 50 meter. Oh, never mind, the offensive gold burst, meaning you get a combo starter off this. Not a ton of damage, but the situation has totally reversed. Just like Tao, Noel has a very top tier guard cancel in this game. Okay. I don't know how to walk under at this time. I'm a young child at this time, so I don't know how to do it. Burst to protect my life. Noel has 100 meter. I'm like, everything is going to kill me. There's a throw. I think this game. Legit, I think this is death. If it's not death, it's really close. Oh my god, I am actually dead. This is insanity to watch again. Holy shit, I fucking died. Oh my god, what the fuck was that? She does so much damage in this version. Alright, let's pull up one more. So this was the grand finals of this tournament was also us. Yay! I ran it through losers. with my not top tier Lychee, but she was top tier. Real talk. She by this tournament, I was like, isn't she top tier though? Like still, this was the first example, by the way, of this happens in fighting games sometimes where somebody plays a top tier character, right? Then everybody's like, oh, you're carried by this character. Okay, yeah, sure. I mean, honestly, you get a buff playing top tier characters. No one should deny that, right? The new version comes out and they nerf your character, or whatever, and people are like, aha, your character's dead, you can't win. And then that is the true test. That is the true test for whoever is playing that character. Because from here, it's like, were you actually carried by that character, or are you just a good player and you're going to like adapt? It was really, really tough. I'm not gonna go into that. I think that is a whole story for its own video. But by here, I'm like, Lychee's top 5, bro, honestly. So we're gonna have more Noel, everyone's favorite character. Thankfully, I got a good start here. This is gonna drop. Just kidding. Oh, I almost fixed it. So she had a lot of whiff cancels, which were kind of nice too for varying her pressure. Her pressure is very strong. She's a very fast character, as you all can see. There's a 2D. I'm about to take 50%. It hit me in the foot. Did you guys see that? Look at where it hit me. Boop, boop. So here comes Noel. She gets the OTG follow-up because she can combo into her command grab. I think there's a character in Strap that has that right now, right? Maybe I'm trolling. Into the quick 4.2, only because she was down in the corner. I mashed my way out, trying to get a crumb of offense. There's a guard cancel. So you might remember from the Tao Kaka video that Tao had the best guard cancel in the game. I think in this version, she still has the best guard cancel in the game, but Noel isn't that discussion too. So she had this in the previous version where she was bad, but she was bad, so it didn't matter. The reason why I don't think it's as good as Tao's is you can't attack out of it. You can't like do your guard cancel and immediately hit them the way you can with Tao. Instead, you just get to switch sides, which, I mean, it's still really good. It prevents a lot of, like, Oki situations. Imagine getting pinned down by, like, Zato drills and you just kind of, like, bloop, your way out, right? It's kind of, like, that type of energy. I tried to DP. That is a really good starter. I am probably dead because of this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I'm actually dead because of this. She does so much damage in this version. Jeez. Oh, he strongly could have killed me. He could have killed me. Pushing the turn, I'm paying attention to the meter, and the throw to close it. I'm paying attention to the meter as in, he did 3C. I was like, oh, he has 15, can't do anything. He RC'd, so I didn't die right away at least. Okay, round 2, I pulled up, risking my whole life on that air dash. Overhead blocked, very nice. Okay, just waiting for the stick. Trying to protect the front. Her dash super jump so far. Unfortunately, my 2C didn't combo. Dash 6C, counter hit. Thankfully, the combo did not work. Peeling off there because, the deeper you go, this drive has like a tree of options you can do, and the deeper you go, basically like the easier it is for the opponent to like be like, oh, this is coming, so only these things can come, so I could pick this, that, or the other thing. Wisely, SKD peels off. I get the big 6B counter hit. This combo is mildly difficult, but thank you, Blazblue's input system. I get the 3.7 into a quick little overhead for a mix. This trick was so cheesy. Love this character. This is probably the route. Just kidding. Okay, lots of meter. I waited for it that time, but I'm still in the corner anyway. You love to see it. Give Milia that guard cancel, please. Oh, the trade! The big shoulder tackle for the win. All right, Lychee, yay! All right, Noel, round 3. Oh my God, that 2D. I'm about to take 50%, and I'm just gonna take it. I think I'm just gonna take it. We both have 2 bursts. This game has a weird burst system where you get to hold your bursts for stuff. So I take a quick 5k from that. Throw, I can legitimately die. And I need 2 bursts. There it is. I was like, I can legitimately get 2 touch this game. There's Noel. Here's the next one. I have to burst again. Now I am in a very, very dire straits because I used 2 defensive bursts in 1 round. What? Got me. Baited my guard cancel. Alright, to wrap this up, let's look at the last round of the tournament. So, you saw a consistent theme here. 1, her damage output is out of control. 2, she's really able to turn around defensive situations between her guard cancel and her drives. And 3, the last one is a little bit subtle about her frame advantage. It just lets her attack like more aggressively. Like, she really had a serious problem attacking where it's kind of like Strive BBCS, where for a while everyone's like, oh, the frame data is so weak in this game, but characters like Lychee can cover herself with the stick, and you know, Tao is always bouncing off you. Arcune has the bug, so like his normal frame data is not great, but then when he curses you, he's like plus infinite, who God knows how much, right? So this was the first version where they started just juicing everyone's frame data finally and being confident about like making things advantageous and zero and stuff like that. I want to say this game has the same IB system as Guilty Gear on top of that, and FD and Barrier. Wow, I got deleted. What happened this round? So that's Noel. Like each round, like I was in this tournament, by the way. Like just as a review, I am playing in this tournament, and watching it, I am still shocked at how much damage she does. Like the damage is really not a joke. So this is going to be kind of the theme of CS2 when we cover the CS2 infamous characters. The main theme is that on paper they're kind of normal, but their damage is super high, their frame data is juiced, and there's usually like something about their defense or offense that makes them really stand out compared to the rest of the cast. As usual, if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Like and subscribe if you guys feel like it, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.